Hello, and welcome back to Fate Stay Night. Last time What actually happened last time? I haven't edited that episode yet, so I haven't thought about it, and it's been like a week since I recorded. Last time something happened. I thought I heard sound. Apparently we heard a sound. When the sunset, the room is too dark. Right. Last time we had our fight saver, where Emiya is still at the point where he's trying to force someone to believe the same things he does while doing it himself, and they're so similar that they think everyone else should live a life completely different than how they think they should live their own life. Again, sort of like I said last time, wanting happiness for others, especially when a route to happiness, especially when they're like living a life where they clearly are rejecting happiness, period, is good and all. To force it on them is not. I went into the sunset. The room is dark. The sound of the second hand on the clock is annoying.
ちょっと、いつまで寝ぼけてるのよ。いい加減起きてもらわないと困るんだけど。だから起きなさいって。もう10時過ぎよ。ご飯を食べさせろってイリアがうるさいんだから、起きて相手をしてあげなさい。
Okay. An angry voice. That wakes me up completely.
10時過ぎ?
10 at night, I presume, considering the darkness. I get up quickly.
そう。正確には22時17分。夕飯の時間にしては論外ね。
Chisaka looked flabbergasted.
すまん、寝てた。すぐに行くから今で待っててくれ。
それはいいけど、シロ、セイバーは？
いや、ここにいないんなら道場か今じゃないのか。
Did you know what? She probably went out trying to finish the war on her own. I bet that's what she did.
シロ、私はセイバーがいないから聞いてるの。
Chisaka is serious. That tells me what the situation is in an instant.
まさか。
ちょっとシロ、帰ってきてないってどういうことよ。
It means she's not back. Chisaka runs out of the room after me. Not enough time to explain. I run outside, ignoring Chisaka's words behind me. The town is quiet. Or like yesterday, where all signs of people have vanished. I don't have enough composure to think it's strange now. But it is strange. It feels like someone's, like, surrounding us in a trap. Saber isn't back. Come to think of it, that's only natural. We, like hold ourselves so much up in the house that we forget the fact that everything around us is happening. That sort of thing. I know Emmy is quite distracted, but still. We argued so much. She said she would fight by herself. So, considering her personality, she really would go fight by herself. Saber could be anywhere. It's possible that I won't find her and that she's fighting Lancer right now. But still, I came here first. The air by the river is cold. The park is so cold that it feels like the frost is packed here. My breath is white, and my cheeks and ears hurt. It's so cold here. So how cold must it be on the bridge where the wind from the river rises? That's where she's standing. Is she still there? Right where I fled from her. Saber's looking out at the river, not doing anything. Is she looking at the long-gone sunset? Her gaze into the distance seems to be watching a red horizon that has already disappeared. That makes me realize. She's strong, yet so weak. Her gallant figure must be proof that she could live without anybody's help. She's also so weak that my hand might go through her if I reach out. She can't do it alone, but she defends her pride until the very end. That's why. It was the same for me. Watching stars that cannot be reached. She stares at the distant sunset, as if she knows nothing else. I can't leave her alone. Have I lost? It was a complete loss for me. made me swear to myself that I would never let her make such a face. I walk on the bridge. I'm making sounds, but Saber doesn't notice. I walk towards her in silence and stand next to her.
セイバー、体冷えるぞ。
She jumps. She must have finally noticed me. Man, if only Lancer was around, he would have been able to take advantage of that.
シロ、
Saber turns around as if to question me.
何してんだよ、こんな時間まで。いつまでも帰ってこないから、遠坂が心配してたぞ。
そうですか。それは悪いことをした。
別にいいけどな。けど、なんだってこんなところにいたんだ、お前は。
はい。ここにいたのは、まだ行き先が決まっていなかったからです。シロは勝手にしろと言ったでしょう。ですから勝手にしようと思ったのです。けれど何をするべきか、何をしたいのか、どこに行きたいのか思い浮かばず、
Oh my.
ずっとどこに行くべきかを考えていました。
Were you going around in circles or just went over every possibility and decided it wasn't a good idea? She speaks like a lost child. She must feel guilty as Saber keeps averting her gaze. We did have that big fight. It's only natural for her to think I'm still mad.
申し訳ありません。リンには世話になったと伝えてください。ランサーを倒し、聖杯を手に入れたのなら、シロの元に戻ります。
Is she saying she'll wander around without a place to return to?
何言ってるんだ。お前が帰るところは俺んちだろ。
Yeah, what's up?
飯だって布団だって、ちゃんとセイバーの分を用意してんだから。
Have you? Didn't you just run out?
ですが、シロはもう私のことなど知らないと。
そうだよ。セイバーが何考えてるか。
So, saying, I take Saber's hand.
シロ、
うちに帰るぞ。いくらサーバントだからって、こんなに冷えたら風邪をひく。
ですが私は。
それと、言っとくけど、文句があるなら今のうちに言っとけよ。
I say so rudely, looking away from Saber. She looks at me astonished. She looks like she wants to apologize, but I ignore her. That must have worked on her. Saber doesn't say anything and follows while holding my hand. We come down from the bridge and into the park. It's 11 o'clock. There's nobody in the park, but it's overly decorated with things like the fountain and streetlights. We keep walking. Saber's walking slowly. She's standing on that bridge for more than 5 hours. She must be freezing and be tired as well. She falls forward sometimes as I pull her by the hand.
セイバー、もう少しゆっくり歩こうか。
I turn around to check on her.
いえ、体はとても元気です。ただリンの言葉に踊らされるわけではありませんが、こうして手をつないでいると本当に愛引きのようだなと。
Oh, was that the key to what I needed to do last time? Okay. I just didn't hold her hand enough. So, hearing that, I feel my face burn up in an instant.
そうだな。手離そうか。
いいえ、私もこうしている方がいいです。
Our conversation ends right there. I walk on to hide my embarrassment. Saber silently accompanies me. How much further is it to the mansion? Are we calling it a mansion now? Have we been calling it a mansion? I don't even remember. I feel embarrassed by the warmth in my hands as I leave the park. Many things have happened today. But if it ends with this warmth, I can change religion and start to pray with that priest. But the instant I think so...
どこに行く?
voice.
勝手に人のものを持っていくな。
Hey, hey, buddy. We meet someone we should never have met. Hey, buddy. My happy mind freezes in an instant. Goosebumps form all over my body, and my throat won't move as it's forgotten how to breathe.
シロ、
It must be the same for Saber behind me. Her hand holds me tightly. She's probably not in a condition to fight him either. Just as I feel an unavoidable death. Saber too feels an inconceivable desperation.
待たせたな、セイバー。約束通り、 こうして迎えに来てやったぞ。
It's been like a day.
あーちゃ
The Golden Servant. The unknown heroic spirit who swept away the bone creature's even caster herself without any difficulty. That monster's in front of us. He's so close to us. He seems to have a really short torso, sort of. At a distance with which we could start fighting if we wanted to face death greater than Berserker.
どうしたセイバー。俺がわざわざ出向いてやったのだ。いつまでも黙っているのはそれとも俺のものになる前に少しばかり遊ぶつもりか？
Archer styles his laughter happily. His eyes aren't looking at me. He's only watching Saber. With his rude red eyes, he's looking at her as if evaluating a work of art. Saber's presence changes. She must have prepared herself. Unlike me, unable to even move a finger, she is already glaring at that enemy servant.
シロ、何としても衝撃だけは防ぎます。その隙にあなただけは離脱してください。それがどれほど困難かは分かっていますが、あのサーバント相手ではそれが精一杯なのです。
Her back asks me to forgive her. Even Saber can only manage to block his first attack. The chance of success of retreating from a guy like this is low. Saber's asking for my forgiveness for that low chance. Probably. She knows she has no way to defeat the servant. She can't do that. This is different from when we fought Berserker. For some reason, I know that making Saber fight the servant would be bad. No, I may know the reason. I felt it when I saw his noble phantasms last night. Saber will not be able to beat this man no matter what. It's not about skills as a swordsman. For that, the prerequisites are wrong. As long as they are heroic spirits, no heroic spirit will be able to beat him.
違う。逃げるのはお前の方だ、セイバー。
シロ
I cover Saber and face Archer.
ほう、そうか。マスターがいたのだったな。あまりのみすぼらしさゆえ、犬か何かだと思ったぞ。
I'll gladly bark if you go and give us another day. He says happily. The man raises his hand and slowly brings his fingers together. I feel sick. I'll be killed if I don't retreat right now. There's no reason or logic behind it. I just feel instinctively that I'll be killed if I stay in front of him and...
行け、セイバー。ここからなら境界が近い。あいつなら、あれが相手でもお前をかくまってくれるはずだ。
Yeah, no. I'm actually sort of doubtful on that one. I push Saber away and run as if shaking the premonition of death attacking me. There's only one thing to do. I run up to him, project Saber's sword like when I fought Berserker in. Yeah, let's not pretend I have time for that. My body flies. What happened? He's not man clicked his fingers, something appeared right beside me. I can tell it's a big hammer. And I was smashed away, flying across the ground like trash. I can't move. I feel like all the bones in my body are broken. I can't feel my limbs. My name is numb, and I can't even feel if I'm alive or not.
殺しはせん。今ここで貴様を潰せば、セイバーも消えてしまうからな。
The man laughs. I move my hands, try to get up, but my body won't move at all. My blood isn't flowing. Feels like the energy to move my body stopped reaching my limbs.
だが思い上がるなよ、雑種。貴様なぞいなくとも、サーバントを存命させる方法はある。単に今の状態が最も手がかからぬだけだ。
That heals my mind. You will heal me. If I move any more, you will do so without hesitation. Well, that's might be the closest thing I have to a trump card. How could anyone move after being told that?
シロ
Except tries to run to me.
どこに行く？邪魔者はいなくなったのか。お前が向かうべきは。
But the man won't allow that. He stands before me and waits for Saber to come to him. Saber stops and glares at the man. There's about 10 meters between them. It's a distance Saber would be able to close instantly, but
その様子ではまだ俺に下る気はないようだな。
よまいごとを英霊になろうと私は王だ。貴様の軍門になど下らぬ。
そうか？いかに王であろうと、お前は女だ。
I roll.
主の前に神戸を垂れ、仕え尽くすが女の幸せであろう。だというのに何を拒む？まさか物もわからぬ小娘でもあるまいし。
Oh boy.
俺の女になるのは恐ろしいか。
Yeah, a good thing he's a villain. Here.
貴様、
そう憤るな。俺は奪うだけではない。等しく喜びも与えよう。俺のものになるというのならば、文字通りこの世のすべてを与えてやる。誇るがいい。お前にはそれだけの価値があると認めたのだ。
The man moves. He opens his arms as if to accept Saber.
そう。守護者になどなることもなく、死にゆく運命に戻ることもない。
Why would he know that?
もう一度だけ言うぞ、セイバー。このまま俺のものになれ。
We did tell the priest about it recently.
この世界で共に二度目の生を謳歌しようではないか。
断る。そのようなことに興味はないし、何より貴様と共に生きるなどまかり間違ってもありえません。
She does not nod or retreat. Saber looks at Archer head on. He stops. I don't know what's so funny, but the man starts laughing.
いいぞ。それでこそ俺の見込んだ女よ。はあ、この世に一つ程度は俺に従わぬ者がいなければな。よし。では力ずくだ。聖杯を手に入れた後、その身に中身をぶちまけてやろう。
Are you even eligible to get the Holy Grail?
喜べよ、セイバー。そうなればマスターなど不要となる。万能の器である聖杯。その力すべてを飲み干すのだからな。サーバントなどと人間の使い魔に甘んじることもなくなるだろう。
The man says so with satisfaction. To that, Saber replies,
アーチャー、貴様の目的は何だ？
I honestly think he's made it fairly clear. She must have realized that fighting is the only way. Saber asks for her enemy's reasons at the end.
目的か？さあ、何だったか。あいにくこの世の財はすべて手に入れた身でな。望むものだととうにない。
Well, except for the Holy Grail and, I guess Saber.
聖杯を求めてはいないというのか？
聖杯？ああ、不老不死か。そんなものは蛇にくれてやった。
Oh, aren't you conceited?
不老不死を蛇に譲った。
Saber's presence freezes. What was that conversation? Saber shakes her head and tries to deny the word.
だがこの世界は面白いぞ。
What does he mean by snake? Because I know he's... Does he mean snake as in, like, what a person is like? Did he actually gain a chance at immortality before? Maybe, possibly? I don't even remember if it has... And honestly, this part of Fate Zero is just something I don't remember the details of.
根本は変わらぬが、装飾もここまで来れば別物だ。これならば、再びこの世で君臨するのも悪くない。そうだな。俺の目的といえばそんなところか。
支配欲か。見下げ果てたな、アーチャー。そんなことのために聖杯を欲するとは。
欲するのではない。世の財はすべて我のもの。お前とて、その政権を人に使われては腹立たしいだろう。騎士王よ。
Ooh, interesting. How much do you know? Saber's body grows misty. After a brief flash, Saber's wearing her silver armor.
Oh.
The man does not even move. In the next instant, Saber dashes forward. She runs up to the man instantly and slashes her invisible sword at deadly speed. Repelled, Saber jumps backwards. If Saber's armor is materialized from her magical energy, his armor must be the same as well. In the short battle, the enemy has armed himself. Saber looks calmly at Archer, holding her sword ready. Even with her stare, the man does not stop smiling.
よいぞ。歯向かうことを許す、セイ。
The enemy happily announces the beginning of the battle. The white light runs through the darkness. Saber, running up to the golden without hesitation, slashes his sword down, surrounded by the light. One blow, 3, 4. One blow, 2, 3, 4. Each time Saber's sword swings, each time Saber's sword finds the enemy, blinding light is released. Combinations like a strobe. It's just like when I first saw Saber when she fought Lancer. Saber drives magical energy into a sword and strikes it with it like lightning. The sword and armor clash. The man hasn't even drawn his weapon yet, with Saber's sword in front of him. He's just protecting his head with his hands. The man does not even have the skill to block Saber's sword. Saber's much better than this man at sword techniques. And on top of that, Saber's sword is invisible. Even if the man had a weapon, I don't think he would be able to block that invisible sword. But the invisible sword keeps hitting the man's armor. The sword smashes against the armor, shaves it, letting off lightning sparks. All the man can do is protect his head with his hands. He's not fighting though, this isn't even a match. He's obviously not close-range combat. For one, he's technically Archer. This is just a one-sided elimination. But still, the golden armor retains its shape. The armor is free of damage even after taking Saber's attack so many times. Could it be that his noble phantasm is his golden armor?
さすがにこれ以上はまずいか。相変わらず底なしの魔力よな。
The enemy, who is merely defending, raises his arm. Not towards Saber. I don't know why, but this man raises his hand to the night sky and...
戯れは終わりだ。その身。
Is that an illusion? Is it an illusion? In his hands. A short sword, like a key, is in his hand. Saber attacks with all their power. But... the enemy repels it with his dark red sword.
今のは復讐の呪詛を含んだ宝具か。
Saber distances herself and glares at the sword in her enemy's hands. The fact that the enemy has revealed his weapon is a threat. At the same time, it means that the enemy's attacks are revealed. It doesn't matter if his noble phantasm is sword or armor, as long as you can see it, you're able to deal with it. Sort of. Saber readies herself, as long as you understand what it can do. As the man said, his armor is at its limits. Saber relaunches her fierce barrage of attacks. She should be able to slash through his armor. Even if he's brought out his noble phantasm, it won't make a difference to the fact that the next blow will decide the match.
最後だ。前回つけられなかった決着をつけよう。
The sword in her hand is still invisible. Readying the holy sword sealed in wind, Saber stares at her enemy. It seems Saber knows what the full noble phantasm is, because they fought before, right? That's why she intentionally distanced herself, and she still knows how to deal with it. And since she knows how to deal with it, she's confronting the enemy straight on. If their noble phantasms are swords, and if the sword's abilities are equal, the deciding factor will be their own sword technique. Well, I am vaguely remembering a sword, sort of like how they're describing for him from Fate Zero. But it's just a visual that's popping into my head. I don't remember any details beyond that. By that theory, Saber has to win.
よかろう。では来るがいいセイバー。その剣に免じ、俺のすべてを見せてやる。
Oh, that's not good. No, no, I know what everything you have means. The man laughs.
ならば。
Saber charges without hesitation. Saber's sword will slash his armor for sure. He eats it, I think that.
ゲート・オブ・バビロン。
An invisible door opens behind the man. Saber's body stops. The weapons the enemy takes are different from the previous dark red sword. The first is an invisible sword like Saber's. As soon as Saber defends against it, the man is holding yet another sword. This sword is of ice. She twists her body to avoid it, but the space the sword goes through freezes. Saber retreats covered in ice. As the ice starts to break, the enemy holds a sickle-like weapon. She instantly tries to block the weapon approaching her neck with her gauntlet, but it's useless. The sickle goes through her arm like the gauntlet isn't there and takes away her magical energy, as if cutting away her bone and not her flesh or blood. Saber totters but manages to stay standing. It is a different kind of retreat now. Not to distance herself and prepare for the next attack. It's a desperate retreat just to get away from the enemy. I mean, if what you're saying is impossible, but I think it is, I feel as though this came up in Fate Zero. I know this was written before. I am aware of that. Not only have people pointed out, I'm pretty sure I was aware of that before we even started this. So, yeah. Just sometimes... Saber glares at the enemy, drawing magic energy into her arm. Many handles are floating around the man. That's what slaughtered Castor. And those are the noble phantasms of the Golden Knight who cornered Saber. It's a scene that makes even me want to doubt my own eyes. And those handles floating behind him are surely those of noble phantasms. Not just 10 or 20. No, even though I can't see them, I can feel they are infinite. From all times and places. As if to say, that servant has all the divine mysteries from every legend. I feel like this would have been covered in Fate Zero, or would have been really weird if it didn't. Or at the very least, they never set up a situation. I mean, Saber's voice is trembling. A servant, I mean... Okay. It's the sort of thing that, like, at least in Fate Zero, I remember him using these portals to other weapons, like so blatantly other stuff, that it was so... it was like his base offensive tactic. It was like the basic thing he used every time. He'd rather just stand still and use these things like an archer. So it's a bit weird that they would have fought before. And this would seem new to her, basically. Saber will not answer when asked their true. Servant will not answer when asked the true identity. The enemy's noble phantasm is so strange that Saber has to ask.
答えなさい、アーチャー。英霊が持つ宝具は一つだけのはず。いえ、中には複数の宝具を持っている者もいます。そのように際限なく宝具を持つ英霊など存在するはずがない。
存在するはずがない？それは早計だな、セイバー。英霊は生前用いた武器を宝具とする。ならば単純な話ではないか。
私を侮っているのか、アーチャー。それこそ絶対にありえない。あなたが何者であろうと、他の英霊たちのシンボルたる宝具を揃えられるはずがない。
Saber's right. All the noble phantasms that he has are real. They are demonic swords from Northern Europe, demonic swords from South America. No hero made his name in so many different places. And first of all, only Lancer has Gay-Bolg. Heroic Spirit's noble phantasms are the weapons they had when they were alive. But by that rule, as soon as he has Gay-Bolg, he has Kukulane. Oh, but he isn't... Did that just... Okay, never mind. I thought it, like, spelled it differently the second time. No, it didn't. But he isn't Kukulane. Or he'd have to be. He has to be that. So that lance cannot be Gay-Bolg. But the thing is, that is definitely the real Gay-Bolg. Is that how you actually pronounce that? Because I every time I say it, I feel like I'm this close to saying Gay-Bolg. This could be explained if it was a fae, but as long as it's real, this contradiction is... No, hold on. Original. The model of the weapon? It is possible. Myths and legends do not start from nothing. All myths have common points because of a single foundation became their model. Because legends that become objects of faith are only those that originate in that land. I think demonic swords and holy swords start having special abilities around that time. Before that, what if noble phantasms and myths and legends had a form before they were given names?
おお、お前のマスターも捨てたものではないな。
Saber looks towards me. So far away. I cannot even help her if she's... I can't help her. I can't even help her if she's so far away. My body's only recovered to the point where I can barely move my fingers.
逃げろセイバーそいつおホーグは
本物だというのだろう。そう。単純な話だセイバー。最も古い時代。まだ世界が一つだった頃の話をしよう。その国は栄え、王はあらゆる財宝を収集した。集められぬものなどなく、足りぬものなどなかった。王は完璧な宝物庫を持ち、その中にある有象無象の武器は使われることなく王。要はそれだけの話だ。王の死後、宝物庫の中身は世界に散らばり、名剣であるがゆえに重宝され活躍し、いずれ宝具として扱われた。
So the idea is simply that all the weapons he happens to have happen to just show up in his, or just happen to originate from his treasury, basically. Okay, that makes sense. So he doesn't have everything. He simply has a ton.
わかるか騎士王よ。お前たちの扱う宝具とやらは、もともとはその王の持ち物に過ぎないのだと。
Because some of them had to have been made after that point. It's not like every single noble phantasm just happened. I don't know, unless he made like some sort of wish to become a hero in the same way, where he wished to have everything. Every noble phantasm, I guess maybe not even be possible. The limits of this is like so unclear. If you wish, like the Holy Grail thing, obviously she didn't just like wish at the end and like the Holy Grail just boop in her hands. So obviously it can't just like give anything at any point, right? Probably, maybe. But some of these, like logically, if he has every noble phantasm, some of them had to have been made afterwards, yeah? I don't know. It's like inheritance. If you go back far enough, a model must exist. It's only natural for every legend, myth, folklore, and noble phantasm to have an original model. Is it just saying things were based off of it earlier? And in the distant past, if it was possible to collect all of their models, one could possess all the noble phantasms. What does it mean by model? That could go to multiple different directions too. Because is it a model in the sense of like a template almost from way back when? Why does it have to go back to that point? Because I could make an original, very original looking sword right now, and it could turn into a noble phantasm just conceptually. It could. So, does the model mean just the idea of it? The idea of a noble phantasm potentially existing, or a sword that could like do frozen stuff, a invisible sword or something, like someone thought of it far enough back and he was the one who was rumored or thought of to have everything or something like that. It's unclear, I suppose. Only one hero could correspond to that. One with origins in a legend far older than that of King Arthur or Heracles. One said to rule over Mesopotamia. A half-god, half-human king who collected treasures as he wished and sought immortality at the end. His name was...
Gilgamesh. 人類最古の英雄王。
Alright, that was his name. It's been a fucking while. She sounds as if she's holding back fear. Again, something else I figured she would have remembered from Fate Zero. Again, maybe it just never came up. It'd be really weird if it didn't. The Golden Knight Gilgamesh accepts the shock with satisfaction.
いかにもこの身は貴様らでは叶うべくもない最強の英霊だ
And the Golden Knight moves forward. There's nothing else to talk about. All that remains is for him to use his many noble phantasms to defeat his enemy.
ほう 我の名を知った上でまだ抗うか？
やってみなければわかりません。いかに英雄王といえど超えられぬものがあるはずだ。
Saber's surroundings waver. Oh, great. The wind starts to swirl and becomes a raging gale to protect her. At the same time, the golden sword appears.
ダメだセイバー
It can't be. Saber's going to use the Excalibur? Gilgamesh stops. He too must know the Holy Sword's power, as his composure vanishes. Saber keeps staring at Gilgamesh and looks in my direction for an instant. She's telling me to run. Can I run? Gilgamesh has his back to the river. Saber is over here. Must have been when she attacked him. It must have been when she attacked him earlier. Before I realized that Saber's confronting Gilgamesh to protect me.
違うダメだこんなところで
I pour strength into my limbs. She's awfully quick to go straight to using Excalibur. No better ideas? Even if I try to move my numb body, all I can do is use, all I can move is one of my arms. I still collect all the magical energy in my body to raise my body with that one arm. Am I gonna try to make the sword again? My senses were gone, but every bone in my body starts to scream once I start moving. Pain is a warning. Pain is telling me I will break if I move any farther. I ignored and raised my body up. I bear my pain. I don't have time to deal with it. I have to get up quickly and protect Saber. Because I have a bad feeling about this. Premonition. I felt when I faced that enemy. She'll never be able to beat him. The instinctive feeling that I should never let Saber fight him won't go away.
音に聞こえし聖剣か。いいだろう。
The swirling wind is now a raging storm. Even with the holy sword shining in front of him, the Golden Knight does not back away. Does he have a version of Excalibur too? Moreover,
では、こちらもふさわしいものを出さなければな。
he pulls an incongruous sword. He pulls an incongruous sword from the gate behind him. That's the cause of my bad feeling. Sword does not appear in any legend. I could identify every one of the noble phantasms that were floating behind him for some reason. For some reason. I don't know why he knows that much, but even I cannot tell what that sword is.
俺はすべての宝具の原型を持つ。だがそれらはすべて無名であり、俺しか持ち得ぬ武具というわけではない。
A cylindrical sword. Sword is made of 3 parts, and each part is turning slowly in different directions. Yeah, that thing seems familiar just visually. Again, I couldn't tell you any other details, but it just seems familiar. It looks like a rock drill to pierce through a hard surface.
だがこれは違う。正真正銘、この英雄王しか持ち得ぬ剣だ。名などないのでな。俺はエアとだけ呼んでいるが。
純粋に宝具の力比べをすると。
The light concentrates. There's only about 10 meters between them. Within that distance, Gilgamesh shouldn't even be able to dodge her attack.
そうだ。なに、遠慮することはないぞ。最強と呼ばれるその剣。一度味わってみたくもあったからな。
His laughter echoes through the park. She must consider that a provocation.
いいだろう。ならば我が剣。見事受け切ってみるがいい。
As if swords moves. Her lips move to say its true name. There's nowhere to run now. The noble phantasm release with its true name will smash all of its power into Gilgamesh.
出番だ。起きるがいい。エア。
The cylindrical sword roars. In response to Gilgamesh's words, the 3 blades turn with a whirling sound. Saber's Excalibur brings out a whirlwind by releasing the wind. Gilgamesh is a great storm by swallowing the surrounding winds.
X?
Saber's more experienced with the anti-castle noble phantasms. It is faster than A's roar. Saber pours magical energy in the sword up to its limit in a matter of seconds and executes it with its greatest power. There's no hesitation. Saber releases the holy sword that can even split a river in two. Just before that,
Enuma, Erishu.
a light of the same magnitude takes over Excalibur's light. Well, that seems large. A huge impact. The raging winds knock over trees, crashing. The crashing lights become exploding sun, burning my eyes. I'm blinded by this. That'll be the main takeaway, the main consequence. Yeah, I think I'm fucked. My body's almost blown away by the wind. I managed to dig myself in the ground with one hand and enter the waves of light and heat. How long will the conflict last? A band of two rumblings that make me fear the earth is going to split in two is suddenly ended, with the figure surrounded by a white light. Well then, that's an explosion. One that's big enough to probably encapsulate at least some of our bodies. Yeah? A crash. I hear something fall right beside me. What it is, I can tell even with my blinded eyes. Fuck. What now? I thought she might be dead. That's how torn up Saber is. Oh no, Archer would never do that. I guess he might see himself allowed to, since she's, quote, his possession, end quote. In the distance, the Golden Knight is laughing crazily unscathed.
人類最強の聖剣とやらもその程度か。人間の幻想など。
His laugh is high-pitched, and it seems like it will carry over the burning air into the heavens. Isn't that much fun? He doesn't even look at Saber, as he laughs only for his own sake.
Saber!
There's no reply. But blood gushes out from her mouth as she tries to gasp. My vision turns red. What was I doing? I knew this was going to happen. I knew Saber wouldn't be able to beat Gilgamesh, so why didn't I even stop her or use my command spell? I don't know. I didn't get a choice.
しかし味気ない。完全にこちらの圧勝か。相殺することもできぬとは。拍子抜けだぞ、セイバー。ああ、そうか。少しは手加減してやるべきだった。何しろ相手は女子供だったのだ。
His irritating laugh. The responsibility is mine. I thought she could win. No matter how bad it felt, I thought Saber's Excalibur would be able to beat him. That's why even though I told her to stop, my command spell didn't react. I wasn't serious. If I really wanted to protect Saber, I could have made her run away using my command spell. There would have been infinite ways for me to fight by myself.
さて、ではいただくとするか。汚れてしまったが。何？いずれ同じ目に遭うのだ。ここで傷つこうと問題はあるまいよ。
Oh boy. The laughter approaches. She must have noticed that as Saber faintly opens her eyes.
Saber! 無事か?
I can see her breathing, but I can't touch her even if I reach out. My body still won't move and I can't even run to her. So I can only call out to her.
Saber! Saber! Saber!
Saber's mouth opens. She breathes in as if asking for help and coughs as if even that is painful.
Shiro, そこにいるのですか?
She raises a faint voice, telling me that she cannot see me.
待ってろ。すぐに。
I can't say I'll help her. I'm on the ground too, and I can only move my arms. I can only call out to her and encourage her. She can't even see me in this ugly state.
ああ、そうか。負けたのですね。
She speaks in a soft voice and looks at me with no light in her eyes.
申し訳ありません。どうかあなただけでも逃げてください。
She says something absurd while I'm coughing up blood. My vision turns red with anger. I completely depend on Saber unconsciously, and this is the result. I can't even stand up after a sudden attack. I grab my head with the only arm that moves. I want to kill myself, so I put strength in my hand and have to squash my head. Well, we're not really moving towards any sort of solution, so a firing hammer goes down. Who has a gun? I take the switch to turn myself into a man, just smash it on with a hammer instead of my fingers.
二度と使わないようにね。投影はあんたの手に余るから。
Oh, a metaphorical firing hammer. Sokka's last words. She says magic beyond one's level will destroy the caster's circuits and nerves. So what? She's more important than that. If I can't protect her, I don't need my body. She's helped me many times. There's never been anyone I cared about so much. So, if I can't protect her, I mean Shiro can just die here. I can hear sounds of metal. Metallic magical energy reinforces all my bones in my body and the broken parts of my body. I'll give it everything I have. I'll put in the highest gear and the highest rotation from the start, ignoring my limits and create as much magical energy as possible. Well, let's see if my body can even do that. My spine catches fire and the whole body grows red hot. I bite my tongue to bear the feeling of my brain melting. I bite down on the pink flesh. If I can keep my consciousness just by making a hole in my tongue, there's no problem.
Nani?
The footsteps stop. His laughter stops as well.
シロ、何をしているのです。ダメだ。そんなことをしたら体が。
She must feel it even though she can't see. Saber screams, trying to get back up. That makes my last powers turn on. I stand back up. The body that won't obey me starts to move because of the magical energy poured in past its limits. It's like setting my body on fire to make it run towards water. I don't care. It's better than watching Saber get hurt. That's right. I finally realize the mind that's about to burn away. In the beginning, I swore to hold the sword because I didn't want to see her hurt.
逃げてと言っているのに、どうして。
I've struck the enemy. Saber's behind me. Now, I cannot even take one step backwards.
トレス。
I hold down my brain, which is rolling around on fire, and manage my mind. I'm imagining only one thing. To find the projection date section and create the lost sword. I feel something hard in my left hand. I didn't even need to look to check. The second manufacture, the sword proved successful without slowing down even once.
私の剣。いえ、それでもダメだ。シロも分かっているはずです。動けるのなら、今は逃げるのが。
逃げない。セイバーを迎えに来たんだ。なのに、一人で帰ることなんてって。
I ready my sword. I hold the sword heavier than a shinai. Clear the enemy.
やめてシロ。
I shake off Saber's words and step forward. There's 4 meters between us. If I step forward with all my might, I might be able to attack him. The enemy doesn't move. The Gilgamesh watches me for a second, then laughs.
殺すか
He says in an emotionless voice. I instantly block the attack swung at me. I swing my body to the side to avoid the attack. But I'm not fast enough. The first attack was a sudden gust, the next barrage of attacks is a raging wind. Parrying is all I can do. No, I wouldn't have been able to block the first attack by myself. It's fortunate that I also reproduced its memory when I reproduced the sword. The sword of the long past holds will and experience. The sword must already be familiar with such attacks. I I can't judge Gilgamesh's attacks, but the sword is able to. So the sword reacts to his attacks before my hands do. I swing to follow the sword, and as a result, I can block his attacks. That doesn't last long. My fingers numb every time I swing, and slowly I cannot catch up with the sword.
雑種見苦しいにも程がある
He must dislike even the slight resistance. He glares at me in anger and retreats a bit. Thank God. If he had kept attacking, I would not have lasted more than a few seconds. I take a deep breath and try to control my breathing. And then...
薄汚い偽物めそれほどそれが気に入ったのならば
he takes out a sword. That is a familiar sword. Is that slightly different? The ornamentation on it is different. But its true nature and the idea of its creation, and it's somewhere too close to to that of this sword.
まさかこの剣の原型
そうだだが宝具としての精度は比べるまでもないぞお前が持つ王を選定する岩に刺さった剣は北欧に伝わる支配を与える木に刺さった剣が流れたものだがこれはその原型
Sword of Supremacy in the Tree. From the demonic sword of Sigma, northern hero of North Europe. Its original model.
子は親には勝てん天輪を続けるごとに劣化する複製は原型にはかなわぬということだ
Debatable. Or that experience and will aspect of it. You know, that might make a difference. Small difference, but a difference. Light runs. The sword understands better than anything that this is the same attack that terminates Berserker in one slash. It must be protecting its owner. The sword in my hand goes for the enemy sword with its utmost power. The name of the noble phantasm is Caliburn, the golden sword of assured victory, but... it's destroyed without a trace by the sword called Marduk, the original sin. Okay, I heard something sliding in the ground. Sliding. Is the sound of the bark slippery because it's level? I slide across the ground and finally come to a stop.
シロシロシロ
That voice makes me realize I'm still alive.
なんだセイバー割と近くに
You can tell I'm relieved. I feel like I was blown away, but it's fine if Saber's nearby. So all I have to do is get up and I can run to Saber. I look at my arm while I stay on the ground. It's red. My arm is surrounded by red membrane and there's no blood coming out of it.
動くなもういいいいから動かないでくれシ
I
ロ
don't know a way out of this at the moment. That's the thing. I can hear Saber's voice. I mean, outside of someone coming to save us. It seems my body's been injured. That attack. I'm sure I was blown away by Gilgamesh's sword. So the wound must be... oh, I see. Now I understand why Saber's acting like that. I can only move my right hand. My left hand won't move. First of all, my left shoulder isn't attached to my body. Oh, then. I can't even breathe. Diagonally, down from my left shoulder. As my body is cut from shoulder down, it's separate. Like a Lego piece that doesn't fit together. It looks like a ginkgo leaf. I've been cut from my shoulder down to my waist. It's strange that I'm alive. That miracle should run out soon. I'm barely conscious right now, my vision narrows by the second. First of all, my insides will fall out if I move. Maybe I'm already dead and my mind is lingering like a ghost.
なんだ見事に散らばったと思ったが存外にしぶといのだななるほど生き汚さだけが雑種の取り柄というわけか
He laughs. Honestly, I'm thankful. The more irritating he is, the more my mind stays conscious.
だがそこまでだ貴様に獅子は似合わん
Footsteps. The sound of him walking to obtain Saber for sure this time. Save, I guess. There really isn't anything to be achieved by standing or not standing up at this point. I'm power into my right hand. I grab the ground and raise my half-sliced body. I see Saber's face for an instant. She looks like she's about to cry. Proud of myself for falling in love with her.
待て、まだ終わっていない。
I raise my body with just one arm. My legs won't move. The magical energy that forced my body to move is depleted. The only thing remaining is my beating heart, and my organs scream in pain.
ほう、未練か。だろうな。あれはお前には過ぎた宝だ。その気持ちはわからんでもない。
It doesn't. I can't stand his talking anymore.
だから奪うとか奪われるとか。
He does not look amused. I put power into my right arm. Is there metal in it? With a creaking noise, my body reacts to my wishes. Metal? I get up on one knee.
言うこと。
I put power in my body. As I do so, the things I need to live flow out. Oh, that's...
なぜもう無理だとどうしてわからないのです。
Saber's voice is almost insulting. She's a long way away. From a different place. From a distant place, she is watching me in vexation. I ignore it and keep trying. Saber's voice is just a burden. Not my body, nor Gilgamesh. Saber's my greatest enemy now. Because she objects with an expression like that, my mind will die. Finally. My niece finally has the strength, so all that's left is to stand.
いらない。あなたの助けなどいりません。敗北した以上、私はすでにあなたの剣ではないんです。このまま消えるのがサーバントとして当然の結末ではないですか。
Saber's voice. Damn. She interrupts me anymore. I get mad even at her.
やだ、やめてください、シロ。それ以上はダメだ。本当に。
How could she say such selfish things without knowing how I feel?
うるさい。いいから少しは黙ってろ。こういう時くらい頼っていいんだよ。お前は。
We'll see.
それは違う、シロ。優先順位を間違えないでほしい。私の身などどうでもいい。そんなものより、あなたは自身の命を第一にするべきだ。
Oh, wait. Was it Emiya or Saber who said that? She sounds like she's begging. My mind almost collapses, thinking that I'm making her sound like that. But still.
断れ。俺にはセイバー以上に欲しいものなんてない。
I can't accept her words. Sarah looks at me in astonishment. I don't know why she looks like that. But I remember. She told me I was a fool who didn't know the value of his own life. I think she's right. It's too conceited for someone who can't even think about himself to try to help someone else. That's just complacent happiness. And it's an unstable happiness for the other party. The most important person is yourself. That kind of person can probably become happy and share their happiness.
俺は確かに自分の命を感情に入れてない。
I was wrong about what's most important for me. Since that day, that seat has been empty. I'm grateful for that abnormality. Because in that empty seat, is sitting a person I want to save from the bottom of my heart.
けどな、セイバー。もし俺が自分の命が一番大事だったとしても、きっとそれ以上にセイバーは綺麗なんだ。
And that makes me realize I didn't feel sympathy for her. The girl I saw in my dream. She fought alone and died alone. And I thought she was unrewarded, but at the same time, I was charmed by her. I just thought she was beautiful. She pulled out the sword and ran through her life without looking back. Her life itself was so brilliant.
そうだ。だから
So, I have to protect her. So that you, all alone, won't be engulfed in darkness in your own last moments. That's right. So that in your last moments, on the verge of your death, so that you can be proud of your life. I now disappear. My path is so clear.
ごめんな。俺セイバーが一番好きだ。だからあんな奴にお前は渡さない。
After I say that, I regret apologizing to her. But I had to say it. I wanted to say it now at this moment because there would be no impurities mixed in my words. I hear her gasp. I want to turn around and see, but I won't since I can't really see anymore. I get up. I can still fight if my heart's beating. My magical energy is my life. As long as my heart is beating, I'll keep on recreating her sword.
よく立った。で、その後は何があるのだ？
I feel burning heat in my right hand. Perhaps because I'm close to death. I remember 10 years ago. It's a terrible illusion. My body feels like that it's still in that fire reaching out for life.
うせろ。お前にセイバーは任せられない。
I raise my right hand and say that. Also, couldn't he not breathe? How is he talking?
たわけ、誰が貴様の許しを得るか？
The enemy raises his sword.
シロシロ
I hear Saber's voice from behind me. I ignore it and use my remaining magical energy. I project that sword once more. And I'm stopped by that light. Even though it's not as strong as Excalibur, the light that can burn away everything it touches is coming for me. Feeling the heat on my body. I don't think about my death, but about Saber behind me. She'll be trying to like this. So, I have to at least protect her. I said I'd protect Saber. Yes, I wanted to protect her. She's strong, but at the same time, she could have broken down at any moment. So, I have to hold steady. She's like a drawn sword, so I have to help her so she doesn't get hurt. And then, I get the... Before I realize that there's something like a sword in my right hand.
No.
Whose voice was that? Hesitation's only for an instant. At the same moment, the Golden Knight, the absolute victor, retreats.
シロそれを
Saber takes my hand.